Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Rangers. Massive Old Firm derby today as we face Celtic in the Betfred Cup quarter-final at Ibrox. Team, we're going to change a little bit here. James Tavernier is going to have to come off for Jordan Houston. James Tavernier will be off the bench. Jonas Knudsen, I suppose, can take a spot on the bench for this one today. Other than that, it's pretty much going to be the same squad. Fodringham, Cardoso, Alves, Milanese, Houston, Mitchell, Price, Henderson, Pena, Herrera and Morelos. Herrera's little weird, I would almost call it a glitch, while he's saying he's not comfortable playing as complete forward with support duty, is still present unfortunately, so he has that little red marker beside his name, but I'm still confident he can do it. We're going to go with this team. Celtic going with the 4-1-2-2-1, which I'd pretty much call it there. They're obviously playing Forrest and Sinclair wide. That'll be hard today for Mitchell to deal with James Forrest. That'll be his hardest test as a Rangers player. He's done really well coming in for Knudsen after Knudsen got that red card before. But today will be the real measure of success. We're telling the boys obviously to show some passion today in the Old Firm derby. It's out wide for Houston, playing it back to Cardoso. It's nicked by Dembele, which is not what we want to see. Sinclair driving forward. Now Henderson takes out Sinclair. Free kick given. Henderson, of course, facing his former side today. And you've got to question a Celtic side where Scott Allen and Nadir Chifche both make the bench. Pena with the free kick now. Delivery's good. Alves is in. On for Cardoso, and it's a phenomenal stop by Craig Gordon. It's been a good start actually here from Rangers, but 60% possession, 3 shots to Celtic's 1. The only problem is Celtic are so clinical with the likes of Sinclair and Forrest and Dembele up front. McGregor are making the runs from midfield. We do have to be careful that we don't get hit. Going into half time, or nearly half time now, 0-0. Alves swinging one in towards Pena. It's headed away by Beaton. Pena will pick that up. He's got support on the right hand side. Goes to Price. Tries to find Herrera. He finds Houston. Can he beat his man? Houston angles it in, and it's easy for Craig Gordon to catch. So we had an opportunity to get something going there. We couldn't make the most of it. Craig Gordon now to play this long up towards Dembele, who will probably dominate our defenders. Bruno Alves takes it down on the chest. Lovely from Bruno Alves. Mitchell for Milanese into Bruno Alves. Bruno Alves to Cardoso, has to move it quickly, being closed down by Sinclair. It's a good ball to Houston. Houston looks a little isolated out there though, just go back the way. He's lost it to Aldrete, who pokes it through for Dembele. Bruno Alves has went to sleep. Dembele's in and shoots, and he's put it wide. We got away with it in there, massive let off. Moussa Dembele, not like him to finish like that. And we escape and get into half-time at 0-0. We were probably playing the better of the football there, but Celtic have had the best chance with that one there. This does not go to a replay, so it does have to finish today. Herrera's going to get the attack duty now. Pena off for a fief, just because Pena's been playing so poorly today. Dembele goes back to Itura there, he plays it to Aldrete. Sinclair now, lots of new faces in the Celtic squad. Sinclair coming forward, trying to play it out to Forrest. Mitchell will nick it, tries to go long, but it is blocked by the Celtic man. The first man in the book today is Jack Price, joined shortly thereafter by Liam Henderson. Now it's Mitchell with the throw towards Henderson, flicks it on. Sokwe easily managing to play it long to Dembele, who takes a touch, goes by one. Driving at Alves now, still gliding forward. Dembele, it's a long range dig, which is well wide in the end. But Dembele just seems to have so much more quality than the rest of the players on the park. Mitchell taking the throw for us now. It's to a fief to Henderson. He should move it quickly to Price. He does. We're going to have to sub one of them, I think. Price playing it out to Milanese. He goes forward to Mitchell on that left hand side. It's a terrible pass. Beaton easily reaches it before a fief. Cross ball just gets to Sinclair before Herrera can cut it out. Aldrete forward for McGregor. Should run for Price. It does. Cardoso now launches it for Herrera. It's a great ball by the centre back. Can Herrera pick out Morelos in a congested box? He's lost it to Aldrete. Pinched it back. Digs out across. Morelos with a header. Needs to generate a lot of power. Bit of a fumble from Craig Gordon. But it is 1-0 to Rangers. Alfredo Morelos Nods it beyond Craig Gordon, and this is exactly what we need to keep the momentum going here, is to put up Celtic in this competition. We're going to take off Jack Price for Ryan Jack just now before any red card can be shown to him. Liam Henderson, of course, still carrying the booking. He'll be subbed for Jamie Baronas in a moment as Nadir Chifchi comes on and Celtic move to two up front. Sokwe with the throw. Morelos nicks it from their beat on. He plays it forward to Herrera. Can we get another goal here and make it 2-0? Herrera driving forward. Not a good ball to Afif, but he manages to trap it. Afif out wide for Houston. Lots of Rangers players in the box now. It's swung in. Herrera down to Henderson. And he's not made the most of the chance. Jamie Baronas will come on now for Liam Henderson. Ryan Jack is already in the book. He came on because Price was in danger of getting a second yellow card, and Ryan Jack's picked up a bloody yellow card of his own. Nadir Chifchi is on, as I say, for Celtic. Scott Allen is on in this. Who is this? We'll take a look at him in a moment. What we're going to do is contain just now. 4 minutes of added on time. We need to shut this down. We can't tell the boys to tighten up. We just need to hope that this passes without incident. Now we can shout to tighten up. 2 minutes remain. Come on. Complete the shutout. Oh, ball whipped in by Beaton. Get rid of it. Bruno Alves nods clear. And it's a 1-0 victory in the Old Firm for Rangers. We had to ride our luck a little bit, but look at those stats. 61% possession, 7 shots on target out of 14. Double the number of shots that Celtic had. More than triple the number of shots on target. Absolutely delightful how we played there. Did so well. As I say, we rode our luck a little bit with Moussa Dembele missing a one-on-one chance. And generally just playing pretty poorly. But we are through to the Betfred Cup semi-final now, knocked out Celtic, and hopefully that gives us the momentum and the morale, the confidence to go on and pump Dundee when they come to Ibrox as well. Get a real proper slapping in on Dundee. And these young boys that are playing for us, Henderson coming surplus from Celtic, you know, Afif doing well, Milanese continuing to do well in a central defensive position. McCrory doing well when he's coming in. Houston and Mitchell doing well as the fullbacks. I mean, if you look at that game, we had Houston and Mitchell as the fullbacks, both teenagers, I believe, or is Mitchell 20 or something? Both young players either way. We had Milanese in the defence there, so that's 3 out of our back 5 young players. Cardoso, relatively young, but is sort of mid-20s, and obviously Bruno Alves, the elder statesman there. But we kept Celtic out, which is immense. Now the teams left: Dunfermline, Queen of the South and St Johnstone. St Johnstone struggling in the Premiership, and the other 2 in the Championship, so a massive chance to win the Betfred Cup. St Johnstone will play the first game at Hampden against Dunfermline, which leaves Rangers and Queen of the South to duke it out in the second semi-final. That'll be in a month's time, the 27th of October. So hopefully we can get ourselves to Hampden again for the final of the Betfred Cup. We were in the final, of course, of both cups last season, falling to Hibs in the Betfred Cup final, which hopefully we can redeem this year, and obviously we won the Scottish Cup final. So hopefully we can add the Betfred Cup to our collection of trophies, and if we're damn lucky we can add a league title to that as well. Okay, wait a minute. Duffy. Jim Duffy's the Dundee manager. A post he held in 2002 to 2005. He's now ended up the manager there again. Celtic are away at Ross County today in the early game. Let's see if they can take some points off the champions up in Dingwall. Give us some extra motivation before we go in to play Dundee just now. Celtic run out 2-0 winners in Dingwall, goals from Armstrong and Griffiths. But we're obviously in excellent form just now. 3 victories and 1 draw in our previous 4 meetings against Dundee. We're going to play exactly the same thing. Do you know what? I'm going to give Herrera the attacking duty now. I don't know why it says he can't do support duty, but I might as well just give him what he wants. Anybody we want to bring in as rotational options, I wonder. Mitchell is tired, so Knudsen is going to get another go in. In fact, no he's not. Jordan Thompson is going to come in there. Mitchell will go on the bench. Knudsen, his career's in real trouble now. He was playing poorly and then he got that red card, and it made me really consider his position. Cardoso will be out for McCrory, who can come in and play again today. Other than that, I think we're pretty much going to go with the same team, which will be Fotheringham, McCrory, Alves, Milanese, Houston, Thompson, Price, Henderson. In fact, I'm going to take Pena back out for Afif, who hasn't been absolutely brilliant, but he's a young player, he's got a lot of potential, so we want to keep giving him game time. And a 4-4-1-1 from Dundee. Come on lads, show me what you can do, keep the run going. Let's kick off here at Ibrox against Dundee, encourage the boys. Abdallah to Chong, it's out wide to McLaughlin. McLaughlin getting forward, hits it off Thompson, who's got a job to do here at left full back today against Dundee. He'll be up against McLaughlin, the right midfielder of course of Dundee. But 60% possession in the opening 10 minutes for us, but no real chances created. Bruno Alves enters the book, which isn't great early on. Adam Rooney has Aberdeen ahead against Hearts in Edinburgh. A fief forward to Herrera now, holding it up, not a great ball through. Hendry over the top. Graham Shinney has doubled Aberdeen's lead. Abdallah going for this, somehow gets it. Head of the defenders, puts it over the bar, but the defenders at 6s and 7s there, it's almost as if they didn't know which one of them should have went to go for the ball there. Jack Price picking up another booking now. He seems to get a lot of cards, Jack Price. Jamie Walker gives Hearts a goal back against Aberdeen. Not a lot happening today at Ibrox, it has to be said. No chances for us, and that kind of half chance for Abdallah there on the Dundee side. Approaching half time now with absolutely nothing created. Wonder if we aren't missing Mitchell and his runs down the left as O'Hara heads it off the bar and then nobody clears it. What the fuck? The ball was bouncing along the line and we just stood and watched it go in. It is 1-0 to Dundee, and this is typical Rangers. We managed to beat Celtic, got a massive result, and now we're faltering against Dundee at home. Brutal performance by the two strikers. 6.5 Herrera, 6.4 for Morelos. Price playing poor, Alves playing poor. So many players not turning up, and they're going to get absolutely slaughtered here at half time. Aggressive, where's your passion? This is pathetic. We're going to take off Price for Jack. Price has lost his place in the team now. Peña's going to come back in, and Odsonne Edouard's going to come back in. You know what? That's what we're going to play. And we're also going to go more attacking, higher tempo, higher line. We're going to mix up the passing. I have to do something about this pish performance. And unlike the game against Hearts, we have not flown out of the traps in the second half. Morelos has picked up a knock. He better not get a right injury and put us down to 10 men. Ball whipped in towards Chong, pushed Penn. It's up to Fodringham now, or we've lost to Dundee. Darren O'Dea for Dundee, and it's in. Now we have to go overload. There's no other option. Take more risks, more direct passing, play a balanced approach, maybe a little bit wider. Shitty little Dundee fans in the corner there bouncing about. We're going to have to demand more out of the squad, but I really don't expect us to get anything. Ryan Jack picking up a booking now. We've created nothing in this game, just let that sink in. No chances. Hendry at the back there with an 8.2 must have been an absolute rock for them. Houston just throws it straight to Freer there, holds off Edouard and Houston, launches it forward. McCrory picking it up now. He goes to Jack, it's not a bad ball. Jack forward to Henderson. He's got Peña in space, Peña to Morelos. Morelos looks back for him, it's easy for Freer to cut it out. Jack to Henderson though, he gives it away to Freer again. Forward for Abdallah, nobody closes the ball down. Abdallah picking it up now. He can easily play a stray pass and nobody... Oh, Peña will pounce, fairness to him. Edouard, nice ball to Henderson, in for Morelos, got to be onside, got to finish, too tight an angle, never putting it in from there. And if that's the best we can muster, then you've got to say we deserve to get beat today. It's a crap situation, but there's not much else you can do about it. 2-0 down. At home here, we're going to have to throw Peña up front. We'll try and treat him as a target man as well, but Thompson can move a bit further forward, so can Houston, and we'll just try and launch it into the box. Shoot on sight, launch the ball into the box, and hope we can try and nick something, but I don't think we've got enough time to do that now. Push forward, Thompson with the throw to Morelos, nice touch, scoops it in. Terrible cross. Freer gets it away. McCrory will pick this up, cushions it forward. It's a terrible header. Thomas now launches it down the flank. It goes all the way over Milanese's head before he runs to go get it. He launches a ball forward. Edward just manages to battle for that, and nothing happens. Scott Bain with a long kick now towards Chong. Alves away. Pena picks it up now, moves it quickly to Edward. Does he have a pass through for Morelos? He does. Does he have a finish beyond the keeper? No. Scott Bain with a relatively comfortable save. And we've left it far too late to start creating these half chances. As the ball's whipped to the edge of the box, Jack finds Pena, back to Jack. Milanese now tries a blockbuster, and it's easy for Bain to save. He scored an absolute cracker before against Hearts. I think it was against Hearts. Oh, it was against Hamilton? I think it was Hamilton. Anyway, he doesn't repeat it here either way. Sissako to Chong, and now Hendry. An easy ball to Thomas. Thomas now casually dinks it forward. Alves away. Will be picked up by Henderson. 4 minutes left. We need the goal now. Edward stands and ball watches. Cleared by the defender. Alves. McCrory now launches it. Edward nowhere near it. Jack to Henderson. And Jack over the top for Houston to chase. Easy ball away. Spence flicking it on. Houston down to Odsonne Edouard. Tackled. Cleared. Far too simple. Alves to Jack now as we try and break through. Dundee holding firm. Henderson playing it to Morelos. On to Pena. Back to Morelos, who decides to have a dig, and it's went wide of the target. Again, another desperate half chance really. Aberdeen 4-0 now against Hearts. And 4 added minutes here for us to score 2 goals. I can't see it happening. 3 minutes have passed. 25 seconds left. Wallace now throws it. Jack away. Hearts have it back to 4-3, which is stunning. But Thomas now, reverse pass. Chong could get worse for us. He squares it. You've got to say there should have been a Dundee player in there for 3-0. Thompson will clear it. Sissako will pick it up. Spence to Thomas. 5 seconds left. Abdallah now. And Thomas and Freer. And they're just teasing us with the ball. Freer across. Milanese gets it away. But it is a comfortable, you have to say, 2-0 victory for Dundee. And I just wonder, were the boys complacent after beating Celtic? Not good enough. Absolutely have to be put on blast for that. We were well beaten. It was a comfortable victory for Dundee there. The rotational players that came in for that one didn't do good enough, clearly. What's wrong actually with Morelos? 6 to 8 days he's out with a bruised thigh. How are the loanies getting on? There's a good performance from Burt, getting a goal and playing well for Falkirk. Finlayson playing well for Inverness. Bednarchik playing well enough there for Cali Thistle. A couple of the other boys just having sort of average performances. Fopala got 90 minutes actually for St Mirren, but it was a 3-0 loss away at Hamilton. Yeah, so that's actually going to be it for the episode. I thought we had a Celtic game to go on to, but we don't. They played before us, and they are now 3 points clear. We've already started letting them get away from us. The only silver lining, I suppose, is Aberdeen are 14 whole points behind us. That's something. 4 points behind us, so that's something. But it's a bit of a mixed episode now. I'll probably still say it's a positive one, because we got obviously that victory over Celtic taking us into the semi-final of the Cup, giving us a chance for some silverware. But really gutted about the performance, particularly against Dundee. The first time we've actually failed to score domestically this season. Every other game, looking at it just now, every other game we've scored at least 2 goals, other than the Celtic game. And we've failed completely to score against Dundee there, so that is really poor. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode though overall. The victory against Celtic was well worth giving up the points against Dundee. We can claw that back at some point later on in the season, I suppose. Where there's obviously beating Celtic in the Cup, that's them out of that Cup, no chance to win that now. So as I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please drop down below and leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. What would be even more appreciated would be if you would subscribe to the channel to follow along for the series. I would be eternally grateful for that. But overall, just thank you for watching the videos, and I will see you next time when we take on Hibs and Aberdeen.